Hello, thanks. I think let's start down there. Okay, so this, you can take pictures without a problem.
Okay.
So this is our parking area, so you'll drive all the way into the park over here.
Yeah.
And this is the main entrance to the facility. So you come down here, this will be the major door going into the reception and the foyer area.
Yeah.
They are busy here, so we'll take the shortcut around there, but that we just understand how to do it.
Okay.
All the canals that you see with the water, that's part of the whole stormwater system. So stormwater runs from up there, comes in through pipes. Some of it runs through here, and then it runs out here to a retention dam. And then here on the western side, we've got some further stormwater drainage and for looking after the water as it runs out. These are our big doors to open. So you will see the whole facility is lots of light, lots of air. So these doors can open like a garage door. It's got a system over there. So once it's finished, you open it. This will still become more garden. So you can open the doors and you're right into the gardens. This is all reception and foyer. Let's go down here. Let's start up here. The area that you see here is mostly reception. So you
This is the area of reception.
Reception, social area, people come in there, they can walk around here. We've got a reception desk over here, we've got the ablution facilities, a little kitchen and stuff. So this is where students and visitors comes in, they can spend some time inside. The area that you see here where the floor is basically finished, these are offices. But it's shared offices, so it's to be used as and when required, so it's not dedicated for specific people at this time. The rest of it over here is part of the social area again. And as you see, when it's finished, we are right here in the forest. It's not too far out, it's a nice feeling. Then when we walk through here, we get into the training laboratory. Training. So for the training laboratory, we've got 20 of these stations. So each of the stations will be fully equipped. Basin, space for scales and everything. In front we've got a demonstration area. So I can train 20 technicians at any time over here and they can go through their whole training. Or if I take my own students, I can have 3 or 4 students at each of these spaces while we do the training. And then the rooms that you see over there, that's where we do compaction. So these rooms are the compaction hammers and so will be on the inside, so that they still get better doors than these to keep the noise separate so that we don't have the noise.
Sorry, this room is for compaction.
Compaction hammers, CBRs and ASHTO and so on. So that's specifically for that. Then there's a lot of space for hammers. Then here this is a cleaning area. So we've got space to clean equipment and some washing basins and stuff so that the equipment that we are working with can be clean and before it gets packed away again. Then I think we'll come back that way because I need to see. Andre, let's go out there quickly now. This is now going towards the storage area. So those are all storage containers.
Storage area.
Yeah, equipment,
Aggregates.
aggregates, all of that. Let's walk up there because I need to see something over there. So all of these are where you drive in with new materials that need to be tested, or we can put out material to dry in the sun or so on. And then right over here, this is our access point towards the highway. So that still needs to become a gate, and then we can get onto the highway from here to install our sensors, to take measurements, to do all of that on the highway itself.
It's very convenient.
Very nice. That was part of the reason why the whole laboratory is placed right here. Because now I'm lecturing the pavement engineering module for the undergraduate students. Now I can bring them here and they can see what the highway looks like, but they are still safe. Otherwise, you send them to the highway and the cars run over them. So here we will have a road coming in, an internal road for deliveries. I just want to check something quickly here. Can open and close to direct the traffic to travel on our road. So it's a very safe environment that we've got, and obviously it's very convenient. So this is how you get into the laboratory. Hey, right, all of the grassland over here remains as is. It's part of the natural environment, part of agricultural engineering's research and so on. So that remains where it is. Our accelerated pavement testing like HVS and MLS track will be situated over here. Yes, between the fence and that material. That they still need to construct for us. So if you look at it like this, storage, training laboratory, reference laboratory, and the big one is the concrete laboratory. So when you have a look at those images, now you've got an idea of where what is. If you come for training, you come from that side, you go to that laboratory. We train you. The whole building has been constructed with tilt-up panels. So if you look at the stores on here, they cast, and I'll show you on the other side of the building, they cast all these walls as flat slabs. Then they brought in a big crane, lifted them up, and you can see the connection point there. So they lifted up the first wall, brought in that wall there, bolted it together, then you've got the first roof, next wall, roof on top, you've got a top. Same story over there, I'll show you on the inside. They cast all the columns, cast the walls, brought the walls, picked them up, bolted them onto the columns, they are finished. So it's a very quick construction method. So this is now the reference laboratory for materials. So in the reference laboratory, let's just check one of them. So these are very specific now. The training laboratory, we train whatever we train this week. Bitumen, asphalt, granular, doesn't matter. This laboratory, very specifically designated. So this one will be the asphalt testing laboratory. That one will be bitumen testing. That one will be granular testing. So each of these are dedicated. The equipment will remain here, it's constantly here, that's all that we do. So currently they are busy fixing all the furniture for us, and then in February they will bring in the equipment and come and place it. So every place you see a plug, that's basically where equipment will be located. And as you can see, we requested good solid furniture. That should be able to work well in a laboratory like this, I'm sure, I believe. So all of these are laboratories designated to something else. We've got 10 bar compressed air in the whole facility. So each of the laboratory has got its own 10 bar compressed air. The aircon control for these laboratories are individual for each of the laboratories. So this laboratory I can say differently than that one. because it's granular and it's asphalt and it's bitumen, so you need each of them has got a different, slightly different aircon setting. So that's how they are going to work. I think let's go through here. So that's this whole laboratory. Also what we try to do, we've got ceilings on the inside of the laboratories, but on the outside we've only got these acoustic ceilings. We try to keep it open that we can come and show the students what the facilities look like, and the service, and that they can see all the piping and the ducting and so on. Because otherwise, if everything is under the ceiling for students, they don't learn anything.
Yeah.
But if it's open like this, the students can come and they can stand and they can realize, but if you take a student here and you look at it, it's, okay, but that's the aircon. What's the aircon? It's a hole like that.
Yeah.
Now I take him here and I say, no. Aircon, you see all those pipes, you see the ducting, you see the water, you see everything. That's what's aircon looking like for an engineering student.
Yeah.
That's what we are trying to show them over here. So then this side, we'll walk around. So these are our chemical stores on the north side. These are all pollution facilities for the technicians, tea room for the technicians, storage for some of the chillers. And on this side, has got different parts. The first part over there is our heavy reinforced floor. If you come and have a look at it, you can the wires and so on. The connection points, every 500 millimeters on a grid, we've got connection points that we can connect our presses onto the floor for the reaction when we blast window. You look at the corner over here. This is what the steel looks like in this floor. They will still come and put the same grid back on top. And we keep this open because we will have a glass floor over here. Again, so that students can see what the steel looks like inside there. Because if you just look at that, it looks like a concrete floor. You look at this, you realize what is involved in it. So we've got it over here, and then we've got a wall. Story, you can connect things to it, and then you can press and move and bend like you want to. So this is the one part of the concrete laboratory. You see a lot of glass. Again, the idea is that the students can be on the outside when they are not testing and they can see what we are busy doing.
Yeah.
So if you are busy testing something large over here and it may not be safe to have many people around, you tell them to sit there and they can visually see exactly what's going on in the laboratory. A major part of the planning. In the rest of the lab, this part is where we will do the testing of the concrete itself. We'll first go upstairs and then I'll show you the flow of materials. We've got an area over there where we manufacture the concrete, keep the dust and the noise outside of the big lab. When the concrete samples comes in, we've got a few rooms where we cure the concrete in water bath, also in a curing room. Then we bring it out here and our presses will sit over here. This is where we break them and then it goes out here to waste. So if we go up, that's where our offices are.
These rooms are integrated in this bigger space.
Exactly, yeah, because each of them has got a specific role. So they can see what happens on the APP track and so on.
Yeah.
They can see what happens at the gate, but they can also, when they're in their offices, they are busy in their office, they can see exactly what happens out in this on the laboratory. So it's not that they are closed somewhere, and students are busy and we can't see them. I can see the whole time what's going on to keep it a safe environment. The yellow beams on top, that's where we will have an overhead crane, 5 tons overhead crane, so we can also move stuff around as needed in different areas. Then at the end of this corridor, this is an area where we will have some storage areas as well as some hot seats for the postgraduate students that are working in the laboratory, so that they can also be directly here all the time. So they can see what's going on, they can do their experiments, and they can work on that. As you can see, it's a huge area.
Yeah.
And again, what's quite nice with the large windows and so on, the plan is that you see the trees, you see the plants, you can see, is it day or night, is it raining or not. Otherwise, some laboratories, you are in the laboratory, you saw our current laboratories, you don't know whether it's day or night or raining or whatever, you are just there. So the plan here is to have it visible, that people can see what's going on. It's a much nicer environment. We will now go to the preparation area. It's on the other side of that wall. That wall is an acoustic wall, which means that we keep the noise at that side and the dust that side. On that side of that wall, we are currently constructing the structural timber laboratory. That was added on, and that will also be finished in February. So that's where we will do large structural laminates and timber members research on that. So, 3 rooms. So these are all insulated. So you can control the temperature and the moisture inside here.
Yeah.
This is the water baths for long beams.
Yeah.
That we can bring in. We've got an overhead crane and can put them in the water. The other one, similar type of setup. But then next door, we've got 2 very special ones. These 2 are humidity rooms also. So they've got humidity units. So we can set the temperature inside here between 5 degrees Celsius and 85 degrees Celsius, and the humidity can go up to 100%. So that's extreme conditions for curing concrete samples that we do in these 2 rooms. And we don't have freezing temperatures because we don't really have freezing conditions outside in South Africa.
Yeah, that's just like a very huge oven.
Like a huge oven and sauna. Yeah. So if you want to go to a sauna, we will do it half price over here. Then over here, I mean 85 degrees and that humidity, you can cook it. Normal curing room, so we've got 8 water baths over here.
Yeah.
So all the concrete samples, cubes, everything that comes in, that will come in here from here. The temperature humidity over here is just normal, so it's not high humidity and stuff like that. That's our normal curing is 25 degrees Celsius in the water, and that's why this is sufficient for our plant. So this is where we do the big bath. This is just area for the students to work. We've got nice and sturdy work benches. This is the area where we will do concrete preparation. So the materials comes in the bins over there, dumped into the bins. From the bins we will have our mixers over here, and the vibrating tables and everything is over here. The reason why it's here is this is closed off, so the dust and the noise gets contained over here. You don't get it into the large laboratory. So that's the plan of why this is separately on its own. So all the walls over here are insulated to keep it one specific area on its own. Then the structural one, see? Yeah, if you just look like that, so that's the area where our timber laboratory will be.
Yeah.
So structural timber, you can see the columns that's already been placed. And then here on the right hand side you can see the walls. So the concrete that's lying flat over there, that's the walls that they will come in about 2 weeks time, pick them up with a crane, tilt them up, and it's the same as these walls. So if you look at these walls, you see the connections over here. There's a connection, there's one, there's one.
Yeah.
Same story, they put up the columns. They had all of these walls were flat on the floor like that. Brought them, tilted them up, connected them to the columns, and we've got a wall.
Yeah.
So a nice, quick and easy way of constructing a wall. Huge. So these are all shelving for us. We work on workspaces and benches. We've got water. The blue pipe is again our 10-bar compressed air. So you can see we've got that throughout the facility. And we've got connection points quite often where you can just...
This is a water pipe.
No, compressed air. Yeah, compressed air. The water pipe is the copper, composer. The copper pipe is water, the blue pipe is air. So this will be main entrance towards the concrete laboratory.
Yeah.
And
This area is for rest.
this is social rest,
Yeah.
studying and so on, and with the whole idea, so they are busy building the benches over here. It will have wooden seating, so you can sit here and you can see what's happening, you can study. We'll have Wi-Fi all over the place, so you can sit and study over here, or you can just watch what's happening in the laboratory, or you can lie and sleep if you're a student.
Then we'll be covered.
Exactly, exactly. So, and that's why this whole viewing area, it's a bit dirty now because they are still finishing over there, but you will see everything from outside.
Or is transparent.
Everything is transparent. Yeah, the same with these laboratories. The idea is that we don't hide it away. A student can stand here and see what's happening in the laboratory. The same over here with the other laboratories. Students must be able to stand here and look in. So in this middle section here, there will be a bit of a garden area to make it nice and green. There's some gardening here. I think we can walk this side. So here they are finally finishing off the floor levels for us. And then we won't be able to get upstairs now, but we've got stairs going up, and we've got a lift going up because this is only phase 1. Phase 2, we've got offices that will be extending over here. And those offices are on 2 levels. So that's why we've got the lift and the stairs already. Then we can enter it over there, as well as some lecture rooms and so on. For now, it will be garden and it will be grass and nice and beautiful. So that's the plan.
So this is just version 1. There are version 2, version 3, version 4 in the next year.
Exactly, exactly. This is just let's get going. Step 1. Let's walk around that way. They are still finishing the floor. Yeah, so this took us, we started construction in August last year. So August last year there was nothing, and end of February next year is finished, phase 1. So that will be quite beautiful.
So that's the year end 3 months.
They work very quickly. It's really, the contractors that we've got on site, they are the biggest civil contractor in South Africa, and they do a lot of very good projects. So we are quite happy as our contractors. They are really, really good. Here you can see part of the stormwater system. And show you up there. will be the parking area. You come in, parking over here. We've got photovoltaic panels on top of the roof for electricity generation. We've got some PV carports over here. It's also got roofs of PV panels to generate power.
Yeah.
And then we will have some electrical vehicle charging stations also over here. So we are ready for whatever comes. And then the last thing over here, in 2020, next year, it will be 100 years since the first aeroplane flew from United Kingdom, London, to South Africa. Happened in 1920. That aeroplane landed just at the other side of those trees. So we got permission to move the monument over here. So they are rebuilding the monument. But you can see each of the rocks has got a number. You look at the rocks, each of them has got a number and a symbol. 340 south, 384 south, 311 south. Those are east, those are north, those are west.
Okay.
So they have to rebuild the monument exactly the same way.
Yeah.
So they numbered all of the rocks before they dismantled it. Then they dismantled it. Now they are going to rebuild the whole monument here with each rock in the same place than it has been the first time. Exactly. So then we will have the monument of the first flight from the UK to South Africa right here in front of our entrance to the mosque. It's a bit of nice history also. And this is the rest of the ornamental farm now. Goes up to there on the little hill where you see the fence. That's where our border is. So this is all part of what we use now for agricultural research, plant sciences, a bit of animals and engineering. So this is where we will have our grid of snoot. You saw the snoot device that we measure air quality with. We'll have a grid over here. We will also drive it on the roads, and we will also fly it with the drone. So we connect it to the drone so that we've got the highway right next to us. So we want to see in the mornings when you've got congestion on the highway, what is the levels of CO2 and emissions, and how far does it come in and how high does it go. And then like now when there's not much traffic, how does it differ? Or like now we've got wind, how does it differ when there's no wind? Or when it rains, or when it whatever. So that's part of what we are doing over here as a large outdoor laboratory. That's my facility.
I think the facility is a good combination for the